There are actually 4 stages of your development in terms of your growth in trading. Well, actually, hindi lang to sa trading, but this is applicable in other parts of your field of aspiration. May it be in the business, may it be sa career. So, but right now, since nasa trading tayo, I will be relating this as a trader. Okay? So, the first step or the first phase of your growth here in trading is yung tinatawag natin na unconscious incompetence. Okay? Unconscious incompetence. Ito yung hindi mo alam kung ano yung hindi mo alam. Okay? So, let me explain it further. So, ito yung stage na, halimbawa, first time mong na-meet or first time mong nalaman ng about sa trading. Maybe, nakakita ka ng isang trader na nag-hype sa'yo, nagpakita ng malaking profit, nakabili ng magandang sasakyan, nakabili ng magandang bahay, and then, you dived in kung ano man yung strategy ng trader na yon, and you are only seeing that portion of what he is doing or she is doing. So meaning, hindi mo nakikita yung overall picture ng kanyang formula, okay? Yung nakita mo lang yung bit of his or her formula at yun yung ginawa mo at hindi mo alam na yun pala ay kulang. So, ito rin yung phase na napaka-excited mo, na napaka-hype mo. And ito rin yung stage na napaka-aggressive mo when it comes to risk. Nakakala mo wala ka ng kamatayan sa trading, no? So I've been in that kind of phase as well. When I started and I lost $1,000. Yung pinaka-first na puhunan ko is around $1,000. So after that phase, yung na-realize ko na may something, may kulang, may dapat pa pala akong kailangang malaman. So yun na yung second phase, yung tinatawag na conscious incompetence. Yung alam mo na wala ka talagang alam. So yung una, yung unconscious incompetence, yun yung kung sa psychology pa, mako-compare natin siya sa Dunning-Kruger effect, na you tend to be more overconfident with your less knowledge, but hindi mo alam na less lang yung knowledge mo. Akala mo okay na yun, akala mo sapat na yun. And in the second step is you're being conscious na kulang pa pala talaga yung alam mo. So yun yung phase na nag-explore ka na, naghahanap ka na ng mentor, nag-aaral ka na, nag-a-attend ka na ng mga trainings, mga seminars, nagbabasa ka na ng mga libro. Okay? Yun yung phase na gusto mong i-put together yung pieces ng puzzle, yung malaking puzzle. Okay? And yun, I've been in that phase as well. Talagang nagsunog ako ng kilay sa kakabasa ng mga articles, and in fact mahirap ang walang mentors because sa internet kasi kalat-kalat yung mga information. So ang hirap niyang i-put together kasi nga marami kasing ways to trade the market. So hindi lang kasi isang paraan ang pagte-trade, maraming mga styles of trading na yung isang sistema pala hindi pala applicable dito sa type of trading na to, itong style of trading. So as we all know that there are 4 types of or styles of trading: scalping, day trading, swing trading, position trading. So may mga lessons na hindi siya akma sa isa doon, no? Kailangan mo siyang i-align, so napakahirap. So kailangan mong mag-seek ng the right path, and then pagdugtong-dugtungin mo siya yung mga lessons na naka-align dun sa path na yun. So yun, so bottom line is you are learning already na hindi mo pa alam and kailangan mo mag-learn. And stage 3 is yung tinatawag na conscious competence, no? So nagiging competent ka na, nagmamanage ka na ng risk, nagjo-journal ka na, no? Dino-document mo na yung mga trades mo, and at the same time nagiging conscious ka na sa risk mo. So nagiging competent ka na by process, pero hindi mo pa nakikita yung competence mo kasi nga kulang pa yung confidence mo. Okay? And as you do it habitually, pupunta ka na sa last stage or final stage, which is yung tinatawag na unconscious competence. Ito na yung tinatawag na, kung kay Mark Douglas, isa sa expert when it comes to trading psychology, ito yung tinatawag na the zone. Okay? Umabot ka na sa zone na psychologically equipped ka na. You can already handle your emotions. You already know what you are doing in the market. You already know what you look for in the market. Na hindi ka na basta-basta pumapasok, hindi ka na basta-basta nagtitrade without any valid reasons to do so. Very important yan. So that is why trading takes time. It really takes time. Walang overnight. That's why when you enter the world of trading, always make it a part-time side hustle or side business, wherein habang nagta-transition ka from the first to the last phase, is meron kang pinagkakakitaan or meron kang source of income to pay your bills. Kasi tendency is, kapag once na nag-jump ka or nag-dive ka kaagad, and then nasa level 1 ka pa lang, patay ka. Now, it may lose all your savings. Kapag pinut up mo lahat ng savings mo, no matter how big, no, money is not the issue here. Money is really not the requirement to learn trading or to make money in trading. Because no matter how big is your income, kapag wala ka pa talagang skills, wala pa talaga. And skills here is not just about reading the charts or technical analysis or fundamental analysis. No, one of the very important skill in trading is your mindset, your emotional skills, how you handle your emotions when it comes to trading. Kasi nga, when you are risking your hard-earned money, especially na aabot ka sa point na ang nire-risk mo ay katumbas na ng isang buwang sahod mo, no? If you're earning like 20 or 30,000 a month, no? Imagine mo if matatalo mo yan sa isang trade lang, 30,000 a month, what will you feel? Magpapanik ka ba? Malulungkot ka ba? How will it affect your trading performance? So diyan nakabase yung emotional quotient mo as a trader, kung gaano nakalaki yung psychological wallet mo as a trader. Kasi time will come, especially if lumaki na yung business mo in trading, na pwede kang matalo ng $1,000, $2,000. But if you're going to manage your risk properly, that $1,000 is just 1 or 2% of your total portfolio or total capital. So hindi talaga siya ganoon kalaki. Lumaki lang siya because malaki na kasi ang puhunan mo eh. Imagine mo, if 1,000 is 1% of that kind amount of money, napakalaki na nun. So ibig sabihin, you're earning around $3,000, $4,000 per winning trade. Okay? So trading is really a business model, no, because it follows the principle of building a business, no. Sa pag-build kasi ng ating success in this kind of business, in this kind of industry, hindi lang pera ang basihan ng ating success actually. And so with business, hindi lang pera. That is why it's very dangerous na lumaki yung kita mo na hindi lumaki or hindi nag-grow yung psychology mo or yung emotion mo. Actually, mas mauna pa dapat mag-grow yung mentality mo, yung attitude mo, yung emotional maturity mo bago ang pera. And that is the reason why it's very dangerous yung mga shortcut to wealth, yung mga nanalo ng mga malalaking pera na nagkaroon sila ng malaking pera pero hindi sila nag-grow as a person. Okay? So that's the lesson of it. And thank you so much. I hope you learned something from this lesson, from this short video, and I will see you soon.